Hello, it's my Eurovision update for December 2020. Welcome to MacLeod's Eurovision. Please do click on the subscribe button and the notification bell and do like, share and comment below. So as you can see from the tree and the snowy scenes, we're coming towards the end of, let's call it a challenging year. But in Eurovision terms, we are kind of entering into the kind of most exciting and busy period of the year in the coming sort of 3 to 5 months. Because we've got national final season coming up, we have more details coming out about what's happening for the coming event as well. And in the past few weeks through November and also into early December, we've had quite a bit of news coming through, and obviously with more to come. In terms of kind of overall news from the EBU and from the Eurovision organisers, we've had a couple of bits of news. Firstly, the announcement that they are keeping with the semi-final lineup. So from 2020, so the same countries will be appearing in the same semi-finals. I think the reasoning for that, and probably quite a sensible one, is that it's exactly the same set of countries entering 2021 as 2020. So it may as well keep the same lineups, but obviously there'll be a different running order because that will be depending on the songs. On another small piece of news is the Eurovision logo for 2021 has been released. It's a slight adaptation change from 2020's, but otherwise it's staying much the same. There's quite a lot of kind of artist and national final news has been happening recently. So in terms of some of the artists that had been were representing their countries for 2020, we've had some more news. So on the sort of more sad side of news, Croatia's Daria Kejdo, also Germany's Ben Dolik, and also Axel from Finland have all said that they won't be entering, or they won't be putting themselves forward for to be eligible to be their entry, even if they could go into the final, or if they're up for internal selection, they've ruled themselves out. But we do have one artist who will be representing their country in 2021 that's now been confirmed, and that is Hurricane for Serbia. And given that was a bit of a fan favourite, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are happy about that. Quite a bit of news around upcoming national finals, starting off with Lithuania's national final. I'm pleased to announce that the RUP have said that they will be entering Lithuania's national final. Of course, they won last year, they were my number one and one of the big favourites to win in 2020, but they will be re-entering the Lithuanian national final, so wish them good luck. Otherwise, we've had quite a few announcements of artists for the sort of final lineup. So Estonia have released the list of artists for Estelal. They include past Eurovision entries Tanya and Koektum, and also they include last year's winning artist from Estelal, Uku Siviste, has been entered into the national final there. The songs were released recently, so you can all take a listen to them as well. Portugal have released details of their national final, Festival de Canção, that will be taking place in March, and the lineup of the artists has been released as well, though not the songs as yet. The biggie, Sweden, Melfest, they have released all the artists that are in 2021's Melfest, and goodness me, there's some well-known artists in there without going through all of them, but there are multiple past Eurovision entries. Eric Saade, B1, Charlotte Pirelli, Arvin Gara, and we have last year's winners, the Mamas, are back as well. And finally, we have Croatia will be announcing their lineup for Dora, which is their national final. We'll be getting details of the artists coming up in mid-December as well for them. Obviously, songs for both Sweden and Croatia will be later on in the season. Other bits of news that are happening, other selections that are underway. Israel has begun its selection for the song. Obviously, they do already have the artist, but the online section of their song selection has begun, so people can vote for 9 songs. The top 2 will go through to kind of a bigger national song final. Switzerland, John's Tears and Samantha Tina for Latvia, they have selected their songs, although we won't hear them just yet. And France has confirmed that it will be going back to having a national final this year, and that will be held towards the end of January. Big exciting news, we have a new artist announced for 2021. Cyprus have announced that Elena Tsagrinou will be representing Cyprus in 2021. There was much excitement or rumour that it would be Elena Ferrer again, but it's not. However, the song does have a Spanish title, it's El Diablo, but we'll hear that in March. And finally, the December means Albania. So Albania traditionally kick off the national final season just around Christmas, or as the fans call it, Fikmas, because it's Festival de Kengej. And we've already seen the lineup and with the art and all the songs, and that will take place towards the end of December, which we'll look forward to. But there's lots happening, but please do take a look at my website, MacLeod.com, because I have a page which keeps you up to date with all of the national selections for 2021. So please do take a look at that. And we'll see you again soon, and have a lovely festive season.